miss out. On Wednesday, I better see all you playmakers at dime time.
That's a great look at our location. And with
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Avery Bradley. Kyle Anderson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Rubio in at the 1. And for Phoenix, they've got Harris. Simmons is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Toppin. And it's Marjanovic in at center. Now here's Simmons. Harris draws the double. Three-pointer. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Jokic finds Rubio. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
And it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are. A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Outside Bradley. Pass to Anderson. Rubio outside. And here's Anderson. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. Clock at 2. He can't get it to go. The Suns go the other way with it. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. They're the better team. I mean, they expect to win this matchup. We'll see if they can take care of business tonight.
And here's Bradley after Lou Williams was able to get the 3 to go. Lets a floater go, and Anderson gets it to go.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does, seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Now here's Williams. He had a 30-point outing their last game again. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. He's off on that one. Bradley with some nice D. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Rubio looking around. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Bradley against Williams, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on Minnesota. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 5. Aldridge, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Have to D Aldridge up better than that. I mean, especially when he's roaming around this area of the floor.
Outside Williams. Now the pass to Harris. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
They get it back. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Harris outside. Williams with a clean look. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow. Ringing. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Timberwolves?
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Ricky Rubio is out there with Bradley. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Williams. 8 points for him. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game again.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Gutsy play. I mean, with the defender in his face, Rubio never loses concentration.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
Now, here's Toppin. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Here's Williams, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
And that one, good.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Harris. After the basket by Minnesota, Toppin passes to Harris. It's good. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And Phoenix has possession after the basket by Minnesota. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Marjanovic kicks to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's Aldridge. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Save that one for the dunk contest, LaMarcus. Big fella, getting creative.
Simmons against Rubio.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Rubio. And that's 13 points for Jokic.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Bradley. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Simmons with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Williams for 3. The offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the line for him here.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Here's Bradley. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
And we've reached halftime in this one.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 13 points, 6. And that'll do it.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Marjanovic is out there with Toppin. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then it's Simmons. And it's Williams at the 2. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Good on both. Timberwolves leading by 9. Anderson with the ball. He's got 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Anderson's got 8.
Boy, a fantastic job by Aldridge to lay into that defender on the screen.
On the wing, Williams.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Now here is Harris. Marjanovic finds Williams. Outside for Simmons. With the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 8 points for him.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Timberwolves passing it around. And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, you got to like how locked in Jokic is on offense now. His confidence is sky high, and he believes he can score on anybody, anytime.
Now here's Simmons. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Down low, Toppin. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Marjanovic against Jokic. Second shot opportunity. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Jokic doing a really good job that time, concentrating and maintaining his balance despite being fouled.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Now here's Williams. 8 points for him. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays, there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And it's the Suns with the ball, following the 3 by Minnesota. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Rubio against Simmons. The drive by Rubio doesn't go for him, and Phoenix will come the other way. Williams kicks to Simmons.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Here's Anderson. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 6 assists in the game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Harris. Ball's knocked loose. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. But they'll get another chance. Now Anderson from deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 19-point advantage heading into the next. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Suns trail by 19. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Avery Bradley is out there with Ricky Rubio. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. Second chance shot. And Marjanovic with the layup.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Jokic against Marjanovic. Inside. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Jokic. Anderson's got 11 in the second half. The Suns shooting around 40% from the floor here. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jokic against Harris. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Williams against Rubio. Williams, that's good.
Well, I'll tell you what makes him such a great scorer. He's an excellent ball handler, too. Kind of lulls you to sleep like a little snake charmer, then strikes. Boom!
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Marjanovic, and it's Jokic missing. Suns trail by 17. Here's Harris. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. It's going to be on Jokic.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Simmons against Rubio. The wide open look here for Aldridge. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 6 assists here tonight. And the Suns call time here. They're down by 18. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Minnesota.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Here's the 3. Shots good by Noel.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Charge inside, working on Anderson. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th. Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Here's Noel. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.